All right, good morning or good afternoon, everyone. So today, and by the way, don't mind if you hear background noise, because I have the TV on and I just need some kind of background noise right now. So anyway, so today we're going to be looking at discounts and markups, and this is where we get into the nitty gritty of why we need to learn about percentages, because when you're going to go buy something, when you're shopping at the mall, when you're making a big purchase like buying a skateboard or buying a television or anything like that, you want to, of course, save as much money as possible, which is why you need to look for what stores have the best discounts, how much money will you be saving, what's the markup at that store. So maybe you see the same TV at two different stores and which store has the higher markup. So this is where we're going to learn all about that. So we're going to start off with discount. So of course you might already know what discount means because you hear it so often in advertisements. A discount is a decrease, which means it's going down, a decrease in the original price of an item. Okay, so that's a decrease. Now the markup, probably something you might not have heard yet. A markup is to make a profit. So to make a profit, stores charge more than what they pay. Okay, so this might be a surprise to some of you, but in order for a store to make money, they need to charge more than what how much they paid for the actual item. So let's say a shoe store paid $30 for a pair of Vans, but they're going to sell it to you for $50 because they still need to make a profit. Because if they just sell the Vans for $30, they're not going to make any money because they bought the Vans for $30. So they bought the Vans for $30, they sell it to you for $30, they made no money. So they need to make they have to have a markup. Every store does this. All stores must have a markup or they're not going to make any profit. So to make a profit, stores charge more than what they pay. The markup is the increase from what the store pays to the selling price. So the selling price, what we buy our items for, is a markup of what the store originally paid for that item. So if if a store is selling this pen and this pen cost, I don't know, this pen costs it cost me $5 to buy this pen, but in actuality the store only paid $2 to purchase this pen. They have to make a profit. They made a profit of $3. Okay, so these two words are going to come up often in our next lesson, so that's why you need to know about these. And also just comes up often when you're shopping in general. Okay, so let's move on to the first example. So our first example is going to be to learn how to find the sale price of an item. Okay, finding the sale price of an item, which is something you're going to be doing pretty often. If you're trying to save money, which we all are, you're probably going to be using this formula the most often when you're going to go shop, especially maybe like even during like Black Friday, where there's tons of sales going on. It's like 25% off of this item or 30% off of this item. You need to know how much money you're saving so that you don't overspend. So you save as much money as possible. Okay, so for example, the original price of a pair of shorts is $35. There it goes, there's a typo. You have a 25% coupon. So 25% coupon, so meaning there's a 25% off coupon, I should say off. And again, this worksheet will be edited once you get it. So this will probably not be there anymore. Okay, you have a 25% off coupon. What is the sale price? Okay, so our answer, instead of saying answer here, let's call this first let's figure out what do we have in our in this problem. What information have we been given? Okay, so we already know what the original price is. That's going to be our whole. Okay, so that's our whole. We already know that the original price of the shorts starts at $35. So you have a 25% off coupon. So we already have our percent. So if we have our percent and we have our whole, we're trying to find our part because we're trying to figure out how much money out of that whole are we going to be saving from the original price. So remember, again, when we're working with percents and we're multiplying the percent is not just going to stay at 25%. It's going to turn into a decimal. Okay, so if we're multiplying the percent times the whole, so our percent is going to be, and again, we got to turn into a decimal, so we got to take the decimal at the back here, move it 2 place values to the left, so we have 0 and 25/100ths times, this dot is multiplied, times our whole. Our whole is $35, okay? So if we multiply, so I'm going to do that off to the side here, 0 and 25/100ths times 35. 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 2 plus 2. 5 times 2 is 10 plus 2 is 12. Carry the 1. 5 times 0 is 0 plus 1 is 1. Put a 0 down here. 5 times 3 is 15. 3 times 6 plus 1 is 7. And 0 times 3 is 0. Then we got to add that all up. So we get 5 plus 0, 2 plus 5 is 7, 1 plus 7 is 8. Then we got to count. Remember, whenever we're multiplying with decimals, we got to count how many place values are behind the decimal. So counting off here, 1, 2, we have 2, so we got to count off here, 1, 2. And so we're left with 8 and 75/100ths. Or when you're talking about money, because remember we're dealing with money here, it's $8.75. Okay, and now we don't stop there, okay? This is our discount. This is the discount price. This is not how much you're going to be paying now for the 25% coupon. This is how much money you'll be saving, okay? And I'm stressing this because I remember back when I was first learning about percentages and I was shopping on my own and I was trying to figure out the discounts, I would always assume that I was done after this step. I'd be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna be spending $8.75. No, that is not how much money you're going to be spending on a $35 item. You're going to be saving that amount of money. So this price represents how much you are saving. Okay, so the next step is to find the sale price, because remember, we're trying to figure out what is the sale price. So the sale price equals the original price of the item, in this case a pair of shorts for $35, which is pretty overpriced in my opinion, but whatever. Original price minus or subtract the discount. Okay, so in this case, our original price of our shorts is $35, and we're going to subtract our discount. And thanks to the work that we did here, we know that we're going to be saving $8.75. Okay, so we got to subtract these two items. So I'm going to do that off to the side here again. So 35, and I'll add my cents here so that I can align my decimals. Remember, whenever you're adding or subtracting decimals, you got to line up the decimals. Okay, we have 2 zeros here, so we got to borrow from here. This becomes 10. Then we got to turn this into 9 because we got to borrow for this one. 10 minus 5 is 5. 9 minus 7 is 2. Bring down the decimal. 4 minus 8, we can't do that, so we got to borrow again. This becomes 14. 14 minus 8 is 6. Bring down to 2. And we have 26 and 25/100ths. But again, we're dealing with money. So our official sales price is $26.25, which to me sounds a lot more reasonable to pay for a pair of shorts, because $35 is a bit too expensive. So again, this is for practicality. Learning how to find the sale price of an item is something you do to be practical so that you can save money, so you're not spending a ton of money on something you shouldn't be spending a ton of money on. I don't think you should be spending $35 on a pair of shorts, but hey, if you have a 25% coupon, why not? Because then you're only paying $26.25. Okay, so with that being said, I want you to go ahead and try this, okay? Before you move on to the next video, you need to do the try this. I will be walking around again and I'll be stamping each try this, okay? So each try this that you accomplish, sorry, I'm getting tongue-tied. I will be stamping. So for this try this, you're going to figure out the original price of the skateboard is $50. The sale price is $20 off. What is the sale price? So it's in the same format as this, but you're going to be doing this on your own. Once I see that you've done this on your own, I'll be walking around and stamping it, but do not go ahead and attempt this, then move on to the next problem. Do not wait for me to come and stamp it. I want you to attempt it, then move on to the next video, okay?